you take a hand and you just cover this side. So it felt like someone was next to me after my dad passed on. And it happened for, I think, a month plus. My name is E.T.
My name is Far.
My name is Wayne.
My name is Kyle.
And this is Tales from Incredible Tales.
Our guest for this episode is Eugene Toh, better known as E.T. E.T. is the co-host of Radio Paranormal Singapore. RPS details, discusses, and dissects true paranormal encounters and ghost stories, providing reasonable and conventional explanations to the most extraordinary experiences where possible. E.T., welcome back to the show, man.
Welcome back.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me back.
How's the new set?
Yeah.
Nice. I like it. Very cozy. You know, like I said, it feels colder. It's definitely not a cold spot, but it's a bit cooler. Yeah.
Because kakak here. Spot.
So fun for me. So fun for me. Do we need to bring in like an EMF monitor or anything down here just to?
Feels okay so far,
okay, right?
But everywhere is EMF, what?
It's all about the EMF.
Yes.
Tonight we take a look at the heartbreaking yet haunting history of Menak Prakanon, better known these days as Nang Nak, one of the most well-known ghost stories from Thailand. This episode's topic is inspired by the original Incredible Tales episode, Lucid Dreaming.
The legend supposedly dates back to around the 18th century. Mak, the husband of a woman named Nang Nak, was conscripted and sent to war while she was pregnant. Nang Nak died during childbirth, but her love for Mak was so strong that her spirit refused to rest. When Mak returned, the spirit of Nang Nak along with their baby were waiting for him. The other villagers tried to warn Mak that his wife was a ghost, until one day, while she was cooking, Nang Nak accidentally dropped a lime. When reaching for it, her arm stretched to an unnatural length. Mak saw this and immediately ran to the nearest temple. Nang Nak was so heartbroken, but also angry and terrorized the entire community. It was only when a revered monk arrived to help Nang Nak let go of her life that she was finally able to move on. Her body was cremated, but a piece of her forehead bone was forged into an amulet. When did you first hear about this legend, and what were your initial thoughts?
Okay. Long ago, I remember there was this movie called Nang Nak. Right?
Yeah.
So then from there, then I start to read up and stuff like that. So you know all these legends or old wives' tale, but why Nang Nak? It's so interesting. It's because it's not just a legend like a Puntiana or something like that. They actually constructed a shrine just for her. Right, and then it's in Bangkok, busy Bangkok.
Yeah.
So what I feel is the story behind it. I wouldn't say filial piety, but the love for husband, that family bond. And I think that's what keeps, or at least the Thais want to go back, because that's something they really revere. That love for someone, it's unbreakable. That even in someone goes to the netherworlds, that love doesn't get destroyed.
Yeah, I mean, I remember watching the film, and that part when he realizes that the wife was a spirit all along it was quite heartbreaking lah.
It was quite sad, right? Actually,
It was quite sad.
Romantic, but scary,
it's romantic lah.
Creepy.
Yeah, but it's creepy because there was scenes of her feeding him like rats or something. Like he thinks that it's a meal cooked by her lah, but actually it's not, because she's the undead lah. Yeah. So there's that line of creepiness yet love, which I feel like I think a lot of the Thais they can resonate with lah.
Yeah, so interestingly is what she actually did was, I think she created this other world for him, because it all looked like you were saying, right, the food and everything seemed perfect. But when he eventually came to realization that she was not human, reality set into him. And he actually saw the reality of the state of the house. It was a mess. It was in the slums. And then there were, I think, if I'm not wrong, there were cockroaches and insects all around the place. So it was interesting on the level that she could have conjured something to make him totally feel like he was in another world. Yeah, and you know, in those times, there were no AI, right? So it's really quite amazing how she did it lah.
I didn't watch the movie first, but it was because of the movie that I heard about the legend, and I was like, it was only after I heard about the legend that I thought, okay, maybe now I can actually watch the movie, because it actually does sound romantic.
Love story.
In a weird way, it's very sweet. Romantic is the wrong word, but it's very sweet in that sense. Like, I'll come back from the dead for you. Yeah, but yes, it's a very sweet story, and it almost seems, like you said, like it's that familial bond kind of thing, and it feels less like a ghost story and more like this universal tale of how strong a family can be. So I think that was the in for me, where it was like, oh, it's not just a ghost story. I'm like, okay, cool. I can deal with that.
Yeah, I agree actually.
Yeah.
I think in Malay, right, usually there's these stories like where people, like for example, you've been married for a very long time, and then it's because of grief, your wife died, your wife passed away, and then because of grief, all these kind of like, spirits will try to, disturb you and try to pretend to be your ex-wife, your undead wife, stuff like that. So, I think it's more to like love. When you love someone too much, I think.
Yeah, so to add on further, besides the legend and everything, in the paranormal world, when we do investigation, this is likely what we call a residual haunting, where someone dies very violently, suddenly, a lot of emotions are involved. So you imagine you put yourself in an emotional state, you're going to give birth and then you missing your husband so much. And then at a point of time, both mother and child sadly passed on.
Yeah.
I think there was a lot of emotions that was trapped in that area, in that time and space. So this is what we term residual haunting, which is similar to that of the Pontianak legend as well. A lady passing on during childbirth. Because I think in the past it was pretty common. Now, of course, it's not. So maybe that's why we have lesser Pontianaks and Nang-Naks around.
Why you laugh?
I can say it so seriously,
there's
right?
lesser Pontianak.
It almost you make it sound like, the job market's not
like a problem, right?
The market not good.
So, and, added the fact that the husband was on the brink of death.
Yeah.
And then he coming back, and being so happy. Imagine, like if you've seen those videos of the Marines after fighting, that they're doing their duty, coming back, seeing their loved ones, they would tear and hug and everything.
Yeah.
It's amazing how he felt that maybe it was his emotions as well. He was brought back almost at the brink of death. He was brought back. So maybe everything just came into part. And that's why this legend came about, that, somehow he felt that everything was real.
Yeah.
I think it's a very Asian thing. The whole idea of this, loved ones coming back, to take care of you, because she still, take care of him, right? At the end of the day, and the baby. I think it's something that's very special in our culture, lah. Yeah, and it goes across like Nang-Nak, Pontianak. Then to some extent, I would say like residual hauntings. Like, I wanted to ask you, like, during your time of in investigations, have you ever like met a spirit that's similar to Nang-Nak, or like encountered something that's similar to this?
Honestly, not really. Not the same. I mean, I had this experience of my own dad when my dad passed on due to liver cancer. He passed away on my final exams in 2002. So not so much like that, but when you suddenly one side of your ears there's no sound. You take a hand and just cover this side. So it felt like someone was next to me after my dad passed on, and it happened for I think a month plus. And sometimes I do have dreams. I see my dad standing next to me, not speaking a word, which is in line with what researchers have found out in the astral plane. When we're in the astral plane, or entities, they generally cannot speak, they can't talk, but they can transmit feelings, because it's what we call the point of conscience. They can't speak because the voice box is no longer there. So, then sometimes that's how you determine whether it's a dream or something else, because they can't speak. The voice box is not there. Emotions aren't really there, but you can, if you understand what I mean, you can feel the feeling or the message they're trying to transmit.
Right.
Yeah, so in that case, I think it was my dad, I'm not sure. But after 1.5 months, 40 plus days, I think it was maybe 45, 49 days, that sensation just left. So I figured maybe it's my dad just hanging around, watching over me, make sure everything's okay. I could feel sadness. Yeah. So not so much like the way it was with Nang Nak, but somewhat similar.
Funny you would say that it's 49 days. You know, right? The
Yeah,
Chinese
exactly.
belief. 7 天, 7 times 7, right?
Yeah.
7
I
times
was
7.
trying to do maths.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the math. But 7 times 7, after a person died, they move on to another plane. So that's usually the spirit will linger around the world.
Oh, so it's 49 days.
49 days. There's the 7 days, then there's the 49 days.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why I say 49, I can't remember the exact number, but I remember it's more than a month.
Yeah.
And then it felt like maybe a week plus. So it adds up to about there.
49 days.
Yeah.
I do wonder, like, how much of it is our own emotions that we put into this? How much of it is us building that world with the spirits as well?
Yeah, so that's why many times hauntings occur where there's very high levels of emotion and feelings and everything. And that's how I think in the past where there were a lot of wars and everything, and then it reoccurs because that emotion is trapped in that time and space. It can't really travel. So that's why if, sadly some people end their life.
Yeah.
It is not the point where they started, but it's the point where they ended.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, this is too deep for me.
Here we thought we were just going to be talking about like one ghost story.
Yeah, but I think it is a lot deeper than that. The philosophical element of the love. Because love is the, I guess, the tying emotion for everything else.
Yep.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah, just like horror, right?
Yeah. I mean, it's a very good point also, because if you, like you said, the legend of Pontian and everything, it's like she died during childbirth. Like that pain comes from somewhere. It's not hatred. It's that sadness, and that sadness is tied into love for a kid.
Yeah, because you mentioned Nang Nak is a beautiful romance story because it's not. It didn't just end at love till
Till death do you part.
It went beyond that.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think it's a lovely Valentine's Day movie to watch.
Okay.
Okay. Anyway, speaking of movies, there are many movies about Nang Nak. According to the Thailand Foundation website, right, the first film about her was made in 1936. Though we couldn't find any article in English to collaborate this, but a number of sources, however, cite that Mae Nang Pra Kanon, a 1959 Thai film directed by Rangsi Thasanapayak, as the first. That means that the legend has been going around and being retold for at least during the initial boom of Southeast Asian films. Why do you think that this trend has endured till now?
I mean, in Asia, right, we always revere supernatural for a few reasons. One is an interesting tale. Next, that's how you make your kids come home early. Right? Okay. Which is exactly in the legend. I mean, I can't speak Thai, but then the mom would say, you better come home early. I tell you, come back late, Nang Nak will come and put chili sauce and makan you. So apparently that is the legend, that she will eat the kids with chili sauce.
No way.
Really?
Oh.
Yeah, I saw it in one article.
Wow.
Before you go on, which specific type of chili sauce does she use?
I don't know. So
Taiwan.
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe she like garlic chili sauce.
Okay, it can't be the Thai spicy seafood dip, because they want for seafood.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm foodie so maybe a bit paprika.
He knows his chili that she will eat it with.
Hey man, he's a paranormal researcher. Okay,
That is very Southeast Asian. Wait. I'm gonna eat some people. Let me put some chili first. I need spice.
I need flavor.
I didn't know that though. I didn't know that's what they told kids like Nang Nak would eat.
Yeah, so I saw this article. I was wow, chili. This is the first time I see, because the American, boogeyman, everything, they just come for you. Yeah. So.
But it's true also, I think in Malay, we also believe usually our parents will scare us, right? They will say oh, better be back before Maghrib. Maghrib is, I think, dusk, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Better be back before Maghrib. If not, the hantu will hide you. The breast hantu.
Oh, hantu tete.
Yeah.
Not hantu gala, man.
I have no idea, but usually it's they will say it's hantu tete.
Hantu tete is always, my parents used to tell me, don't play hide and seek behind the curtains. Yeah. Then the tete will, caress you.
Oh, is it?
Because of the curtains.
But young, you scared lah. Maybe older, you don't
Then
mind.
if you want to buy curtain, how?
No, can. Don't hide behind.
Right,
You want to see or you want to open and see?
I mean,
wow.
But I was legit scared by it,
Is it?
Yeah, I was legit scared.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, that was the only one that didn't frighten me.
So they planted like my mom, right? Used to like my mom, my old great grandmother, right? They used to plant this ideology in my head, right? Oh, better be back before dusk. You know?
Yeah, so that's how OI still come about, is to control. Yeah, so that's why superstition is something that's so strong in Asian culture, because we love talking about it. It's something you spread, and then it's a nice story to listen.
Yeah.
And then the parents get to control the kids. Everyone is happy. Yeah.
I mean, except the kids.
Sure.
Yeah.
The kids are terrified.
Yeah.
Kids are terrified.
Terrified. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's why it keeps going, and it will never end, because humans are like that. Which is, in the past where we used to lead tours, when I get too technical, it's boring. Because you know why? Humans want to get scared, but they're scared of getting scared.
It's like eating chili.
Yes.
You like the spice,
But you cannot tahan
take
after
the
that.
spice.
But you still want to whack some
But
more.
you still want to have the spice.
Exactly.
Nice.
Do you think like Nang Nak has a certain kind of chili threshold where she's like, no, this one a bit too spicy for me?
No, but you see, that's the thing. That's the thing the parents said to the kids. But whether Nang Nak really used chili, I don't think so. Because apparently she just went around terrorizing the villagers.
Yeah.
So she probably scared them. I don't know if there were any killings. I can't remember from the legend, but I remember it was just terrorizing. So that means just scaring. But so the parents, they want to add some spice so they let go.
From what I've managed to see so far, it's never she will kill. It's always she will frighten, she will terrorize, she'll scare the crap out of you, but she will never kill, because it's not vengeance per se, it's anger.
Yeah, in fact, I don't think she will kill, because I think she's probably emotional already that she lost her own child and her own life. I think she was just there to make sure that she could remain with the husband throughout her, that
It's more like she will kill you if you hurt the husband.
Yeah.
probably.
Yeah, like she's like a protector, I guess.
Yeah.
That's why at the end of the movie, it became an amulet. Right?
Yeah.
So that a part of her is always with the husband.
Yeah.
So apparently the amulet was made from a bone from her skull.
Yeah.
And it's supposed to permanently allow her to be released into the netherworlds.
Yeah.
And apparently that artifact, it's still around somewhere, it's being passed down.
Yeah.
It was first given to a prince or something, or a princess, and then it got, there was no documentation after that.
Yeah.
But it probably is still around.
That's the other thing I really love about this legend, is this idea that the amulet is still out there somewhere.
Yeah.
And somebody has a hold of it.
But what do you think? Like the amulet got powers or?
I mean, I definitely feel that there will be power because the spirit and the emotion is so strong. And the ties, I won't say it's necromancy, but they always have this very close relationship with death. So I'm not surprised that this thing will still have power. The question is, which one is the real one?
Oh.
Because everybody will be trying. Because Thai amulets, the good ones they sell for a lot of money. There's a whole market for it.
Because some of those expensive amulets have got illegal stuff inside.
Yeah, like things that are
They take
from humans.
Yeah, from humans.
Yeah, they're very not safe for work one. But it's essentially that. So there's a line, there's a line between that. That's why I say they are very close to death, because they can use certain things to empower certain things.
I had no idea that certain Thai amulets had human parts.
Yeah. That's why it's expensive. And that's why it's a question of where did you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a big question. Yeah.
So it's a bit like, Squid Games, right?
Go on.
From Thai amulet to Squid Game, I want to know.
The fresh organs,
Okay.
yeah, so it's similar.
Spoiler, but okay.
It is actually, from what I understand of amulets, I think the one that's more valuable are the ones from either newborn babies or stillborn babies that are and as fresh as possible.
That's what I heard.
This is what I heard.
The fetuses, right?
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, all these amulets, or like let's talk about the one in the Nanak story. It's a bone, right?
Yeah.
Humans are tangible beings. Sometimes you need to focus your prayer or your spell on something.
Right.
So actually, it's all psychological, I feel sometimes. It may not be anything, but because we are tangible beings, if we don't see, we don't touch it, it's very hard to to do something. But when you have actual things you put in a cauldron or you put beds and everything, then it becomes visual. And then I think that raises up your own chi or your own energy, and then that's why it's so-called powerful. But actually, it may actually have just a placebo effect. It's just for you to focus on.
Yeah. Actually, there is a growing trend. I don't know if you guys know about this, like on the whole bone thing, right? Apparently now, right, you can take your loved ones, the ashes, and then you can make it into jewelry. Jewelry, like rings and all.
Diamond.
Macabre.
Diamond. Can make a diamond.
Diamond.
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to become a diamond. Come on, just let me be free. I don't want to be your accessory.
I wouldn't want to become a diamond just in case I get lost.
Is it very creepy? No, it's creepy, no?
I actually don't
used
find
to
it,
be a person.
I actually don't find that very creepy because it's not like you're making it into a diamond and just giving it to somebody else. No, it's not like
Who knows?
Here's my dead husband. Enjoy the ring or something like that.
Who knows, one day later, like they might sell or whatnot.
Yeah, exactly.
You never know what-
Exactly.
I gotta be honest, if my wife is selling the diamond made out of my remains, right, we got bigger problems. Right? it's no longer about that. It's like you're pawning me.
Yeah, but don't forget, all those precious gems that we have, even like your marble and everything, they were all live creatures in the past.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So it's actually the same thing.
But
just
not
did-
humans are.
We don't know.
Or we don't know lah.
Yeah, we don't know. Together because maybe the human fell under a dinosaur, the fella died.
The human.
So part of it.
Which episode of Flintstones you saw that one?
Nice.
Okay, since we're talking about slightly more logical things now, moving on. There was a Thai historian, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing his name, Anek Nawikamul, was researching the legend and found out that the oldest mention of Nang Nak or any of her variations was in an article from 1899. So Nawikamul wrote that, quote, "A woman named Undying Nak, living with her husband Chum near the mouth of the Prakanong River, died in childbirth. Chum buried her in the cemetery of Mahabusaya Temple. No ghosts appeared, but the older son, fearing that his father would remarry and lose their wealth, devised a plan to prevent any such intentions. He hired men to throw stones at boat people near the cemetery and dressed himself up in women's clothes and terrorized the villagers as his mother's ghost. The son later confessed," end quote. As someone who tries to find the non-supernatural reasons behind seemingly supernatural phenomena, how do you feel about uncovering the truth of legends that are this old? Do you think like it's worth digging into it, or is it something that's, just best left as a
I mean, this is interesting, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It really is.
So I never knew there was another kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. But did they say how old this kid was?
I mean, he's old enough to organize men to come and throw
that is
stones.
my point. Like how did he convince these people to do this? It's not a normal prank,
Yeah.
You have to convince grown men to dress up as females. That's one.
No. So apparently he hired grown men to throw stones. He dressed up as his dead
he
mother.
dressed up. Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. So he must be quite tall, Can't be a small kid.
Yeah.
And how did he have money to pay off these guys to throw stones? Yeah.
Inheritance.
Apparently, yeah, because he was very worried that his dad's wealth would go to whoever it is that he married. So the dad must have had decent enough amount of money.
So I think, so if this was really true, I think it doesn't have much impact because everyone would still want to believe the legend of Nang Nak because it's such a beautiful story.
Yeah.
With the shrine and everything, it's like I said, it's also tangible.
Yeah.
If maybe the shrine wasn't there, maybe it might be a bit different because people have been worshipping, or giving offerings.
Yeah.
So even with this story, you'll probably be brushed aside. No, this one someone just came out with this tale. That's what I think.
Yeah.
But I think it's really interesting. But if it's only from one source, we don't know how real it is until, I don't know how we can go back and then find out that is it true or not. But honestly, asking someone like me that always have to analyze stories, it's a bit, I feel it's a bit tough to believe this because I think it's not easy to carry out what he carried out. Yeah, because to terrorize villagers, one kid, I think every day do also tired, no?
Yeah.
And then you need to hire these fellas, motivate the guy, hey, come on, every day, throw the stone. How to motivate the fellas every day like that? I think even army officers have problem trying to motivate their fellas. These guys are probably not paid.
Yeah,
Maybe he's a damn good cook or chef or what.
maybe.
And then he pays them with food. But I feel it is difficult to carry it out. So, yeah.
My theory, shift work. So
Still need to
still
pay
need
the
to.
flight.
Yeah. I mean, there's the whole logistics of paying them.
Yes.
And let's just assume that he's a good chef and everything. But maybe it's you got a few people, and then like from say 9 to 12.
Because you don't
One guy.
forget, the entire village, no.
Yeah,
It sounds like a big place.
it
Yeah.
does, and it sounds like you need like
A lot of people.
yeah, exactly.
You need a whole platoon.
And for me, it's like, how do you keep it quiet after that?
Yeah.
'Cause I
How-
imagine-
And how did this...
Yeah, exactly. It's like, why are you throwing stones at me? Ghosts. Then
Yeah, I think I feel one of the rare times I would still go for the legend. I mean, team always try to get it out of me, but I would still go for the legend of Nang Nak than this logical story.
Yeah.
yes.
I think the logical one, they never say what ended up happening, right?
They never said.
Okay, if it's really documented, right, and those were the days of monarchy, and if you get caught, something bad will happen to you. Like you get reported to the authorities, you bye bye already.
I mean, technically, did he really do anything overtly illegal?
Yeah, but those were the days. Those were the days. You don't have a court. You don't have a. It's
That's
like,
true.
The only court of opinion is the people.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the guy got stoned instead. You know, like stoned by the villagers. You try to scare us with ghosts, we stone you. Or something like that, you know? It was 1899, right?
1899, yeah.
So anything could happen.
I mean, it would be funny if they stole him and then he came back as a ghost.
Yeah, exactly. He stole me somehow.
Yeah.
A shrine to Nang Nak has been erected on Sukhumvit Soi 77 for anyone who wants to avoid military conscription. In your experience, how often do ghost stories and legends like this transcend to an almost religious level?
Okay, I guess now it's a bit different. Like I said, maybe, there's a lack of hantus nowadays. So, you will move with the times, right? So, it's a lot like those cult. You make people believe. I think it's something like that. And then it becomes a huge thing. It is about playing with people's human and psychology. I mean, their emotions and their psychology to motivate them to want to believe. At the end of the day, you think about it. I mean, all due respects to all religions. Think about it. What gives faith? Have you seen it? I mean, I'm saying that because I have my own faith as well, right? I'm Catholic. But all I'm saying is that sometimes we think of it in the scientific point of view. Faith is something that drives us. So how do you create that faith? Is by convincing. Which is why now you have all those scammers. It is about toying with human senses, your eyes, and it's dealing with their weaknesses.
Yeah.
When ask the three of you guys, when do you feel the most religious or you need to have a religion? When you're in trouble, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Right? That is where you're the most vulnerable. And if I'm someone that wants to start a religion, that's where I'll go out there. There'll be places where people will be sitting down, talking about their stress and having a beer, and then that's where their gut is let down, and that's when you go in for the attack.
Yeah.
So I think it's something like that. So in the past, I think information was not so easy. They never had iPads and stuff. It was all from word of mouth.
Yeah.
So, you play that game, broken telephone. Sometimes that's how it gets modified along the way. But at the end of the day, in the past, people here, they have no form of verification. Then it becomes a big thing and then it becomes religious.
Yeah.
That's how I feel like it's like psychological.
Yeah. And it does make sense in this case, especially when you talk about, you don't want to get conscripted to the army. That's like you said, it's a point where you're feeling vulnerable. It's a point where you're feeling helpless. So naturally you try to find some kind of otherworldly source to help you get out of what seems like a hopeless situation.
Yep.
Yeah.
So just say like Nang Nak haunt me, that's why I cannot surf.
I mean, if you can get away with that, can lah. But you are right, definitely, because every time when I think about in the last year, the times when I'm the most religious is when we do outdoor shoots.
Yeah, fair.
And I'm feeling freaked out. So then yes.
But there's no Nang Nak here in Singapore.
There's no nang nak here, but I will get suddenly very religious for a person who's not been terribly religious before. Suddenly like, oh, all the prayers start coming up.
Fair enough.
Actually, it's quite true. Whenever we are scared, right, we tend to be the most religious, because we are trying to ask for help. That's actually,
Yeah.
That's how scammers manipulate.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, fair enough.
This question is for everyone. Mark ran to a temple, but if you found out that your significant other was a ghost, what would you do?
Wow.
This is a very dangerous
Wait,
question.
my wife not watching this.
That's entirely up to you.
That's up to
man.
you. That's up to you.
Tough call, man.
Right.
Okay, it really depends. Okay, so also, we cannot really verify if the entity was really Nang Nak. You know, there are many times where we hope to, or we go into a seance and then we try to communicate with our loved ones, or use the Ouija board.
Yeah.
It may not be your loved one.
Correct.
It can be a shapeshifter.
Yeah.
So it can be like in the Muslims believe in genes, right?
Yeah.
So the genes can take all forms. It's like in the Western side, they're called shapeshifters.
Yeah.
So it may not be exactly what it is, you see.
Right.
Maybe safety wise, I'll run to the temple first lah. Then from down there, I pick. Betul.
Correct or not?
Correct or not?
The leg touching the ground.
Can I just say that is the most sound and logical way for you to not talk to your ghostly wife. You're like, I don't even know whether it's you. I'm just going to go to the temple first, okay? No offense to you.
For me, I would ask her the most intimate question, the most intimate answer that I've told her before, like something that I've told her that nobody would know, right? I say, you ask me. I don't think ghosts can read mind, not to that level lah. Maybe other entities can, but I would say, okay, you tell me the most embarrassing thing that I've told you, like to this day on, you bring to your grave one, literally already bring to your grave. Then you tell me. Then if she tell me that confirms, right, then I'll say, okay, then now, right, we're gonna hatch a plan. We're gonna make me rich. We're gonna get 4D numbers, and then then I won't run to the temple.
But you know, right, this only works one way, right?
Yeah.
If the male is the spirit,
Yeah.
it's going to be a problem. Because we can remember what our wife said.
Not for me lah, not for me.
So the other way around is a problem.
This episode is turning out to be very dangerous.
Very dangerous. Nang Nak go find him. Bad husband.
My wife's going to kill me for this. But if the ghost is flatulent, that is how I know it's my wife.
Oh.
That is the, like, if I don't hear or I don't smell anything somewhat deadly, then I'll be like, then I'm suspicious. Then run to the church, run to the temple, everything. But if I get a whiff of one of her quality farts, then I know that's my wife.
So far, I only heard of Frenchie Penny.
Yeah.
I never heard of.
Ghosts can fart one, man.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't know, man.
Wait, women fart?
She's gonna kill me for this.
So we get technical, right? Technically, entities have no anuses and it doesn't have.
Really?
I mean,
It's an energy. It's an energy form.
Okay, but then so if they're energy form, how can we create smells then?
Not
the
by
thing,
farting lah.
Not by farting. Okay, not by farting.
You think what kakak fart?
No.
Then the French Penny smell come out. It don't make no sense.
The cloth.
I am not saying I am not saying that kakak farts. I'm just asking, how does she create the Frenchie Penny smell then?
Magic.
Good question. Not sure.
Yeah.
But maybe a play on your senses.
Yeah.
You know that sometimes they are. Okay, you know, in Japan they created this spoon that when you eat things from it, it tricks your mind to think it's salty enough from sodium.
Oh wow.
So it reduces your sodium intake.
Oh.
So it is how our electrical pulses send signals to our brain to have certain things. So maybe in a sense that entities are able to trigger that in our senses.
Okay.
To make us perceive smells which are not there.
Okay.
True, I think nowadays also have the water bottle. You know, you can change the flavor, but it's actually just plain water, but then it tastes like there's flavor. Do you know about that bottle?
Really?
No, but I'm picturing ghosts doing this now. They're like, I'm basically the water bottle.
I change flavor.
I mean, like, but it's true lah.
Yeah.
So, so what they do is they actually hire this factory with hantus there.
Each bottle's got a
Put
ghost.
them to work, right?
Yeah, so fine. The ghost of my wife will not fart, but she will
Make you think.
make me think that I smell her farts, and that's why I know it's
That's
her.
when you know. Okay.
And then
Okay.
yeah, so I won't run to the temple. I'll wait for the smell.
You wait for this.
I will wait for the smell.
Okay.
Far, what about you?
I think for me, right, if I found out that my significant other was a ghost, I think the first thing first is I pray first. I don't run to the mosque first. I pray first. See if she burns, if she shouts,
Wow.
I thought normal day already, wives.
Wow.
You better
He
hope
asking
my
for it.
wife is not watching this
He's asking for it. Yeah.
But other than that, I don't know. I don't know what to do.
But if it's the normal spirit, it won't burn lah. So you're saying like the prayers will burn something that's not a spirit lah.
But I think in Malay, right, in my religion, right, we believe, right, even if it's like an actual spirit or my wife's spirit also, right, confirm will run away or burn one after you pray, right?
Oh, okay.
So I
okay.
have no answer for that question, honestly.
So you're saying
The right
burn
answer.
your wife.
I have to. It's
You have no choice
Not technically my wife also.
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough.
Sorry, wife.
I love how all of us are just basically apologizing.
Yep.
All right, so it's time to wrap things up for this episode. Kyle, as always, what's our morbid fact of the day?
Okay, as we discussed earlier, right, there are many adaptations of Nang Nak legend in the film. Some are straight up horror, some lean more towards romance, and some even comedies. But this one really stands out. There was actually an animated kids movie released in 2008 called Nak, where Nang Nak teams up with other Thai ghosts and myths to help instead of haunting humanity. So basically, your regular Hantu Avengers.
I was literally thinking that. I was like, see, that's the like this myth has gotten to the point, right? That's how you know it's such a strong myth. When it stops becoming like scary, it becomes a cartoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just waiting for the day, right? Like one of the big animation firms, right? Then they animate kakak inside.
Have they?
Then it's like Friends like that. Then they have like Friends.
Scary movie.
Yeah. But scary movie never had kakak.
Yeah, why?
Yeah.
No one make like an animated Malay horror cartoon.
Not yet.
I feel like it's expensive.
Yeah.
I think it's more expensive to film. It's more expensive to make it than film it. I think.
Oh.
Yeah, because honestly, I think like ghosts, all this is quite simple.
Yeah.
Because you just need one prop like that. Whereas animation need to
Yeah.
One prop like what?
and then you make the sounds and everything. Oh, you mean there's nothing there?
Yeah. So yeah, I think it will be fun to see one for I think Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia.
Right. Like a collaboration.
Collaboration.
I'm just saying right now, okay, we've put this out there for all of y'all. So far as we know, Kak does not have her own animated series.
Who knows, right?
Just saying.
Who knows?
It's an idea. lah.
Yeah, just like
Welcome. You're welcome.
Casper the friendly ghost kind of animation would be nice. Yeah.
Kakak the angry ghost.
All right. Thank you so much, E.T., for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back again, man.
And thank you to all of you for tuning into Tales from Incredible Tales. New episodes go online every week on MeWatch, MeListen, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Podcasts.
My name is E.T.
My name is Wayne.
My name is Kyle.
My name is Far, and we will see you next time.